get started as an excuse to get to warmer weather in the winter has spawned decades of competition and tradition, and today, once again, these two will square off to find out who will take home the coveted jeweled shillelagh. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So USC's off. Have the football first. These two will try to live up to last year's game as SC won a thriller.
These teams play late in the year. Oftentimes they're beat up, physically worn down. This is a game that you've got to rise above all that. Mentally, you just have to be playing at a different level. Everyone's got to do just a little bit more. And last year, David, it was USC that just made a few extra plays to pull out the win against the Avalanche.
Man, I like that you mentioned late in the year because that also means there's so much on the line. Like a lot of times, playoff implications, not just bragging rights for the jeweled shillelagh. This is also a game that means a lot for the college football playoffs.
Got his man. Quick step and go. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patterns. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Wants to throw again. Firing to the right, complete. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Quick strike complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Touchdown Trojans! A great catch and run for 6. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
The Irish offense comes out. First chance we've had to see them today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, Dave, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackles.
Breaks into the open. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Algier. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Fires downfield. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And you gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. He does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
This rivalry nearly 100 years old now, guys, dating back to when Newt Rockne had made the Irish a power and Howard Jones had done the same for the Trojans.
So many names, and then if you go recent, I mean, everybody remembers the Bush push and just so many great games in this matchup. Every year it seems like the game means a lot, and obviously,
and the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Back to pass. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got thrilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've got a first down here to open the period. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's got him. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Gets it out quickly. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
And the Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Gonna look downfield again. Moving out of the pocket. Touchdown, Trojans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Iowa State just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there in Ames. That's a tremendous fan base, and they'll enjoy this one all week. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Makes the grab. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 30, and it's first down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. To the air on first down. Unleashes one deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockney's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted this, same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Gets rid of it. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, USC! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll start this drive firing. Got his man. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Looking to fire. It's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Wants to go up top on first down. Works the middle of the field. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Notre Dame right back to the line. Wants to fire on second down. Looking down the middle. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. As they come to the line on third and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Floating away. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need unnecessary hits. Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Caught. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the 2nd half?
35, Notre Dame, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, the jeweled shillelagh on the line, and already USC and Notre Dame has given us some impressive moments. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this 2nd half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between USC and Notre Dame plays out.
The Trojans will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Pressure coming. It's complete on the right side. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The give to the back. Sweet cut there. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. 34. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Hauls it in at the 25. He gets... the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop.
On the set. Make a play here, take it.
Wants to throw on first down. Grabs it in the middle. At the 45 on its way. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Firing toward the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points. Traveler and the entire Trojan nation starting to feel their oats as SC has built a lead in this one.
I'm impressed, too, with the Trojans in this one. They've got a lot of competition in conference week in, week out. You don't get a break when you go out of conference to play Notre Dame, but mentally, they've had a lot left in the tank. They are dominating Notre Dame here.
And it's so fun to watch year after year. Great uniforms, great football. This matchup, the Jewel Shillelagh, every single year is always fun to watch.
From the gun, give on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. You've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Here's the pressure. He's got an open man. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Quick completion to the right. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Humphreys. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. They just keep firing. Got it in the middle. It's Humphreys. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Right down the boulevard. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that? Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. This time he's got his man. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this year. They're still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. Sends it downfield. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the...
Turning it on! They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got him in the open. Speeding down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Trojans. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown, USC. The defense takes matters into its own hands. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win. They'll run play action.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Man, this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. It doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got his man to the left. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. The Irish send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. First play of the drive, it's the end around. Oh, he's got some powers through. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Might be looking to run. He gambles and throws one all the way back to the left. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy: just keep going at them.
Until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
Fires to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have to...
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Got him downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You can flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Tommy Trojan rides with a sword on his belt and a George Shillelagh at his side after...